Hey, welcome everyone. I see the dollhouse is, filled with the usual suspects. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Sinful, and I am your host for Beyond the NFT. And of course, I hope everyone's having a good evening. I know that ABC's went a little Mewish today, which was kind of fun. Really thank you once again for having me on. So tonight our guest is a close friend of mine. He is also fellow PFC holder and also co-creator or co-founder of Ant and Radio. How are you doing, Pixelia? Welcome.
Hey, Simple. I'm doing good, bro. I'm doing good. Just hanging in there,
We
as
doing
usual.
good. We
How about
feeling
yourself?
good. Uh,
Yeah, I'm always.
I know that for you it's a little bit earlier, in the morning, 4 a.m. you were telling me.
Yeah, I just popped out here, bro. It's party time right
It's
now.
it's party time. Busted out the Fud lover.
Yes.
Well, I'm
Dancing to Sesame Sweet. Hip moves in the central end.
big moves. We're going
So
to the
talk to
moon.
me, Simple. Yeah, yeah. Thank you for having me here, Simple. And thank you to the Dollhouse for having me here as well.
It's
And to
always a
all our Meta friends for being here as well. You know,
mm-hmm.
very cool to see them all here.
Um,
So,
so I guess before we get started, could you tell the crowd a little bit more about yourself and what you do on around the Decentraland?
sure. Well, as you may know me, my name is Pixelia. Well, my name is not Pixelia, but for all these purposes, it is Pixelia. And what I do is I have fun. I like to have fun in the Central End. Like you said, we met a while ago when I joined PFC, which was kind of my first Central End experience as well. Um, at some point, I talked to Oddjob about this, I think. Um, I just like it was the pandemic. I jumped in, and it was Steve Aoki's um, Australian Open Metaverse event. It was my first time with PFC hanging around. I really liked it. A lot of potential, and immediately I recognized that there was like a language barrier. So I started working on that. I don't know if you remember very early on.
Yep.
We started discussing this. I just saw it like that and started working towards that ever since. Um, in the process, I met, the baby dolls and everybody in here. Everybody has been amazing with me. And, starting to hear a bunch of your ideas gave me my idea. We started like, I had this idea on a project for a while on doing content that could just merge many languages at once. And right around that time, I was working with King Mizo in Metaversus. This I don't know if you've seen it. I think like music contest
Mm-hmm. Yep.
type of show. So I gave him the idea of doing the first Metaversus Español, which was all Spanish based, and Lito won the first Metaversus, and he speaks Spanish. He's from Spain as well. He lives in Belgium. So I just talked to him, and he talked to me about his idea he had about a radio station, and it kind of made sense. And right when we were about to finish the first season of Metaverse Español, we shaped up the idea and we just went for it. That's what we've been doing ever since. Like we've been running so far what I think is the only show that runs on three different languages at once. Runs in English, Spanish, and French. Um, and we interview community members. Like it runs on DG, like on the Central Games Stronghold. So it's um like I'm super bullish on DG. Everybody who knows me knows that when I'm not here, I'm just playing poker. Sesti is most of the time playing poker with me. So yeah, like Milito, it's also bullish on DG as hell. It just made sense for us to like go with DG as our headquarters. We
Hmm.
envisioned the project with them in mind. You know, they are all in on Web3, and they are always very supportive of the community. And I think that for them also made sense to just have a space where you can bridge in the gaps between languages. It's always good to integrate as many members as possible, like make them feel integrated. That's what we wanted since the beginning. So we've been working towards that ever since.
Yes.
And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much what I do on the metaverse. And I have this show where we play cool music, joke around, and we also have the radio station running 24/7 with Web3 artists, mostly now. I think our Web2 content is almost eliminated from the feed. Um, so yeah, like focus on that.
Hmm.
Bullish on Web3 overall.
Bullish on Web3, bullish on having fun, bullish on DG,
Yeah.
and bullish on Decentraland. Maybe I just added that one, but
I don't know. Super bullish on the Central End because this is where everything is based. You know, like the whole project was always envisioned as something to exploit the Central End's social ability. This is just the foundation of something bigger. So,
yep.
while everybody else is not having faith, I do have faith. And I'm also inspired by many other people in here who also have a lot of faith. Like I see Poco here, I see you here. You guys are always grinding. I see there's a lot of people who's not here. Who's also grinding all the time. Like I see Jim Cedric here. Shout out to him. Like that, like everybody in here is just bullish on the Central in one way or another. And even if you're not necessarily building, just by being here, you are building. You are helping build this. So um, oh yeah, bullish, super bullish on the Central end, super bullish on the Central lights, super bullish on the community. Community is insanely awesome.
Now that's the part I'm in love with, the community, the people. Like to me, that's why I do all of this. Why why we grind so hard. Like we were talking a little earlier, like, we just want to make our community proud. And that's the goal.
Yeah, yeah, and that's why I'm awake at 4:30 a.m. You know, and I'm happily doing it. If it was something else, maybe I would be sleeping by now.
And once again, I do thank you for staying awake, smoking the fatties that
Oh
are
no, no, no!
required.
You know what? Like no! I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I took a power nap.
Ah, good, good. Those are
That's the
essential.
secret. Yeah, essentials for an old timer.
No, I mean it's essential. I mean on my degen times, like whenever I just can't sleep, power nap gets me through. Like,
Well, it is how it goes. It is how it goes.
so
Not a rival.
let's see. Before, like, I'm very excited about hearing about Anten Radio. But I would like to kind of backtrack a little bit to like baby Pixelia in the metaverse in Web3. How long have you like been kind of like knowing about crypto or even trading crypto and NFTs?
A fun fact: I don't trade crypto. I just hold crypto.
We just hold crypto. I like that. How long have you
I,
been holding?
Maybe since 2017, 2018. I don't know. Like, it
Nice.
was on and off.
Mm.
Like I got a bunch of Ethereum from a faucet once. It was like 20 something.
What?
It was way back.
Oh, way
And
back.
yeah, and then I I used that. I don't remember how I spent that, but it was like baby Ethereum as well. Then I lost track of Ethereum, of everything. Like NFTs were not even a thing, or at least I was not aware of them. And then when the pandemic hit, I started, you know, hearing about the metaverse. You know, like I'm always playing video games in my free time when I'm not doing my garden. I'm playing video games. It's either or. Um, and one guy started talking about just creating a Discord group to, to play FIFA. I'm like, what the fuck is Discord? Like, this is pandemic. Like, I have never heard about Discord. I jumped into Discord and I started seeing all these NFT groups, NFT related content. I just went in and jumped in like, what is an NFT? And first thing that I got was OpenSea. I went to OpenSea and I just started just messing around. And while I was messing around with OpenSea and Discord, I bumped into a PFC, uh, PFP, someone in a group whose name I cannot remember right now had a PFP, and I just jumped into it. This person told me how to buy my first NFT, uh, and that's how I got my first NFT ever. But then there's NFTs, okay, because it's separate stories. Crypto, I've been holding for a while. Like Binance came out, I would just go there, buy $100 of this, $100 of that, and holding it. I've learned better, and they're not in the in the exchange anymore. They're in my cold wallet now. It's like how I got into crypto. NFTs was a different thing, and then the Decentraland was a different thing because I kind of figured it out on my own on how to buy werewolves and all this stuff. I got rocked. Like I was drained my
Oh,
whole wallet.
oh no.
Yeah, and I got kind of disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
Then I joined PFC like, right around this time. In the Discord, you guys were talking about like doing a penguin raid to these events during the Australian Open thing. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It was like a tennis tournament. It was Steve Aoki's. Um, I remember that very clearly. It was Steve Aoki's performance, and that, I just really liked it. I never got to actually wear the TFC werewolf, but I really liked like a lot of penguins walking around and crazy people with crazy customs. I liked it, and then started jumping in, just paying attention to what people were doing,
Mm-hmm.
and just fell in love with the Central Land. Like it happened like in a very simultaneous way because baby Pixelia is directly related to the Central Land.
Mm-hmm.
So, even my crypto journey, like everything I started learning about blockchain, I started learning when I started doing the Central Land. And
I love that.
prior to that, I just knew about Binance, and that
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really understood the power of Bitcoin and the power of blockchain.
Yeah, it seems like it's just a whole nother level, like when you do go from hodling token to the deeper side of things. Then you like learn about NFTs, and then all of a sudden like that term Web3 gets thrown around, and you're like, what the hell is that? Excuse me.
Exactly.
So
Exactly. There's a lot of learning involved, but what catch me from the central end was that, like, the community being willing to explain things out to people, right?
mm-hmm.
Because don't get me wrong, like I know my way around computers and stuff, but blockchain was kind of like it is still um ever learning process for me, at least. I'm always learning something new.
Mm-hmm.
But the community made it a lot easier, so I ended up falling in love and deciding that this was my place. Like, I never even, I think I jumped into the sandbox once. I just I don't have the time. I just love playing poker as well, so it makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I do. I love how kind of you had mentioned that PFC is kind of like the place that where all the knowledge you started, like, you started collecting all the knowledge, you started meeting people, um and it's I love how that experience with Penguin Fight Club um is something that you hold near and dear. It's kind of like the
Really,
same with me. Hmm?
it's more than that. Like, you know what I'm talking about. Like, this is something that I hold dear and close to my heart. TFC gave me you, gave me Josh, gave me Art,
Mm-hmm.
gave me uh, Stoic. You
Yep.
know, like, there's so many people that are now my friends. Like Josh, my friend. Like, you are my friend. Artie is my friend. So this is amazing. Like, I think I was just lucky enough to land in a NFT community, because I learned that I was robbed later on, uh, due to like a bad NFT group that I joined. Was just hacked.
Are you saying that
And
you
that
got
I
hacked
learned.
again?
No,
Okay.
just the first time. No, that first time. No. It was
Okay.
just one. Once was enough, Simple. Thank you.
uh
One so far.
let's keep it there. Let's keep it there.
Yeah, let's keep it there with
it's
one
it's
so far.
it's enough of a experience. Um
Yeah.
so so yeah, like I can even relate to you, like with PFC being close to my heart, because even that there, it's like I had been in crypto before for years. I had NFTs. I understood the concept, but one thing I could never understand was, or like before PFC, was community, like the whole community aspect of things. The
Oh, you're going over the penguin fact. That this is, for instance, this penguin fact.
Yeah, I'll
This
put
is
it back.
something that I did with Josh. Like,
Hmm.
I told Josh, hey dude, why don't we give PFC community like something they can walk around the central and just wearing proud. That looks cool. That not necessarily makes you a penguin. And we came up with this backpack idea from Pokemon Go. I was talking to CK Bubbles. She loves Pokemon Go. So, I kind of got her the idea from her, and
Yeah.
I just used my baby penguin. Like, if you turn it around and you go to the backpack and you actually take a look at the penguin, you'll see that it's a baby cheetah that I hold. One of my baby penguin.
With a blue belly, you got the
Yeah,
skeleton sweater and the
yeah,
the game
yeah.
controller.
That's the one. I have them. I still have them.
Oh
I
man.
will always have them.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a hodl for life.
Tampoco, for instance, Tampoco is here. Tampoco did the iceberg. I don't know if you remember this build, the iceberg.
Yes, I remember the iceberg build
Like
that Art had
and when
deployed.
yeah, Art, for instance, Art had it deployed, and Tag I think did the build. So it's a nice community. It's a more than nice community. I remember our game nights there. Like, I
Yeah,
don't know. It's just to be honest with you, it's like I love everybody in here. We've had so much fun together, but I had never experienced a community like the one I was lucky enough to be a part of when we were hanging out on PFC all the time.
well, it was it's one of those no rules spaces.
Huh?
I,
Yeah, it was
I don't know.
like a military zone.
Yeah, dude, I remember I used to like jump in there and then like two people would just be going in on each other, just like, going back and forth argument. I'm just like, whoa, what'd I walk into? And then by the end of it, like 20 minutes later, we're all like hugging and shit.
Yeah, that's how it goes. It's like you're allowed to disagree.
It was
Um,
it was awesome.
so it was good times. Everything changes, unfortunately. Change is the main constant in life. So, but it brought us to here and now, which is amazing. And I noticed, like the other day, I think I heard you saying on a CBD space, there was a reason you were always wearing the dead mouse head,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and it was because it was given to you by a friend of yours.
Yep.
Um, so I get that. There's wearables that I hold and I will hold for the rest of my life because they were just gifted to me. Like, I think that everybody in here at some point we have gifted each other wearables, and that's pretty dope. Because it speaks a lot about the community,
Yes.
which is eventually what we love so much about this.
Good way to support each other. And so tonight, um, since you're here, and to honor our friend Josh, I guess I do know that Josh gave me a few penguin backpacks, like extra. So I guess it would be a good time to give away some of these. Wouldn't you think?
I agree with you.
All right. So I guess I'll put two penguin backpacks up for giveaway. Way to enter the giveaway, everyone, is by typing in chat. You can type anything, and make sure you type like 15 minutes. Within 15 minutes of your last type, so you can stay eligible. As we can see, Hi CC is already eligible. See, type anything. CC, Hi CC knows what to do.
Anything, you just went for it.
Yes. So I guess good would be a good time to kind of segue into Ant N Radio. Um so could you start off with a few details, anything that you would like to tell everyone?
Um, the first thing that I would like to tell everyone is that all this all came from Melito's mind. I was just um, a sidekick for the sake of the idea. Came to me with the idea of building a radio station, a Web3 radio station, where we would be showcasing Web3 musicians, artists. Um, it would be built upon BG's ecosystem, and ideally we would have like a show in BG, and he just told me like, hey dude, I like working with you. Do you want to do it? I told him like, dude, this is an insane idea. Let's do it. So we started working on that, and his original idea just evolved into what we are now. So what I can tell you is that initially we never thought we would be interviewing people, that we would be running on the format that we were doing. Like initially, we just wanted to play music and talk music and talk art and talk NFTs. Then we saw like the opportunity. We had this amazing space in DG Stronghold right before the like reset, when there's a lot of people there. That it's like prime time for them.
Mm-hmm.
So it just made sense to use that time wisely, and that's when I came in with the idea of the interviews. Like let's interview the community members. He was like, okay, yeah, let's focus on DG community. I'm like, no, let's focus on the Decentraland community. Let's bridge in the gap. Let's try to get PCL and DG more active together. The baby dolls have been doing it as well amazingly. But there's a lot of potential between the communities. Like they run a lot of the traffic on the Decentraland in the end. It just makes sense to use their platform as a way to explain people who are there just to play poker that the Decentraland is something way bigger than what they think. In the end, if you're there to play poker, most likely you have never left the central games casinos.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That. Yeah, I totally love that part that you just said. That a way to bridge the gap from the central games into to spread out into the Decentraland. And I kind of have to say, like, I feel like your efforts have been successful. I do see a lot more individuals that I used to normally only see religiously on at Stronghold or on DG Land, and now I'm starting to see them spread out into parties, get out, be more active, and they're loving it. They're having fun.
They are, and I don't know if that we can take all the credit, but I do proudly take some of the credit because they have told us. I've been told, dude, I didn't know that there was this place called the DollHouse. For instance, because eventually on the feed, even if we're like for instance, last week we had a Shelly Van, right? How can you talk about Shelly Van and not mentioning the True Van room, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people went for to the True Van room for the first time the next day to Mr. Sweat's party, and it's cool to see that. It's cool to see that it actually happens. The week that the Baby Dolls did with the event that they did on Metaverse Fashion Week, it's hard to keep track in the Decentraland with so many things happening at the same time. Simple. Forgive me if my timeline seems sketchy, but it's super hard to keep track. But I know that Tampoco and the dolls, Baby Dolls, they did this DG event, Icy, I think it was, and it's amazing to see these things happening. It's what I love. I think it needs to happen more. We need to bring them out of the casino. At some point, I was talking to Melita that we should make this sign, the free house,
Mm-hmm.
leave casino, come party with us.
Collect party token.
Yeah.
Bro, I just joked around about that, but I bet you it'll be around somewhere, before you know it. Mint party token, party to earn.
Party to earn. Oh, run to something there. There's leave to earn. There's run to earn. There's play to earn. Party to earn doesn't sound crazy at all.
Yep, I've been seeing the term learn to earn, And I see Billy T Coin in the Twitch chat just said FAFO to earn. Fuck around and find out to learn. To earn, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
uh,
really got that right.
F2E. Wonder what F2E is.
Uh,
Specimen. I'm a little sketched here because he posted a heart after.
footwear, footwear. That's just leave it as footwear.
Yes, yes.
Uh, so it just made sense to use the space in that way, Simple. To be
Hmm.
honest, it kind of evolved into what it is because the first time around, like the first two episodes, we had an idea. We were learning, you know. You can see the evolution of the show on the streams. Like they're all recorded, so you can see the evolution. Even on the interviews, like at the beginning, I was super nervous. Now I'm casual. You know, I can do it. But
Oh,
yeah, it was. It's been fun.
yeah, yep. I love the like looking back at the older footage and of like let's say my examples like beyond the NFT and I just like cringe. um like I feel you on that, like it's never easy like diving into like interviews or even like getting out into a stage and being a host. It's something that like the planning process is fun, but then like it's like go time once that first stream like goes live and it's like okay, we're doing it, like this is where you learn.
It's the next 2 hours. This is happening. Like I cannot just stop.
Mm-hmm.
Not happening.
Okay, I'll kind of tell you a little story about my first Beyond the NFT. So, like, if you have any mistakes that you think you made at the beginning of N10, listen to this one. Fucking, I had Stony Eye. Oh man, was it? I had Stony Eye, Stones, and Jax on Beyond the NFT. And so then like I'm like, okay guys, all shaking and shit. I'm like, okay, we're gonna go live, and then like I unmute the mics and everything. I tell everyone that like I did with you, it's like from this point everyone will be able to hear us. And then as soon as I unmuted the mic, I just go silent. Like I just go quiet. It crickets. And then Jax Jax was like, Sin, we're on a show, and I'm like, oh, hi.
It happens. Like yeah, it happens. There's moments where you freeze, like for a microsecond, kind of freeze. Like it feels forever. It's not forever once you go backwards on the feed. It feels forever, and you just carry on. And now it's just business time. It is what it is.
Yes. Now being able to have the privilege to host these shows at Dollhouse, like these are the highlights of my week. Like I love talking to creators around Decentraland. I love meeting new people. It's like it's one of those things that like I didn't know I loved doing until I was doing it.
Oh, like I am spamming my wife with pictures of me in the dollhouse. Like this,
Check this one
that's
out.
like me living a dream. I am twerking on a dream right now, literally. As you guys can see me, I am literally twerking on a dream. This is how it is. Um, but creating content is not easy. It's just, but it's eventually it just flows. I see you like regardless of what you may say about this, I actually have learned a lot about you, and No, I think it's a trial and error process. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, most definitely. And one of those things that like never be afraid to try new things. Um, like you never know what might happen. So I mean that. So I kind of have to like tell you to like keep going, keep learning, keep being a student of the space.
I'm always learning. I'm always learning. I'm always trying to find new ways. Our our goal with the station, like I told you, it started like that. It just became bigger. Right now well, first of all, we're working on a kick-ass season finale. It's gonna blow everybody's mind if I can pull it off.
Oh,
Um, and then IRL, like this is IRL stuff. I am working with my township here in Spain to give like intro to Web3 courses to my community, and
oh.
they will include, of course, intro to the Decentraland. So at some point, you maybe see me hanging around with a bunch of people who literally don't know what to do, and I may reach out to all of you for help.
Of
But
course.
it's something I'm working on. Milito is also working on, like, we wanna. This is just spoilers that I am allowed to discuss. There's some things that I'm not allowed to discuss. We're also working on there's a wearable that we launched recently, the Anthem jacket. We're also gonna do like some actual merch,
Are the
and
are the
we're
wearables
gonna start.
published?
Yeah, just like there's a wearable that was published that it's called the Anthem jacket. That's just a teaser. Eventually, we're gonna have like let's call it a digital collection, and
Ooh,
give you
what?
access to. It will give you access to some experiences that we want to create. We're planning it in a very dope way, but the concept is to merge IRL, the central end on the same event, to actually interconnect both worlds. Yeah, I've been discussing this with many people in the central end. Recently, the most recent conversation that I had about this, what was it was with Shelly Van. She told me what she wanted to do, like streaming on stage and into the central and then back and forth. Um, it just makes sense, you know. I think that this is how this is where it needs to go. That this can become like an even bigger thing. Like we need to find a way to merge experiences. Like if you go to a club, maybe there may not be a chance where each club in the world, actually owns a parcel, but it's very simple for each club to own the central name, right? Build a
Mm-hmm.
world on it. That's it.
It has become a lot easier to
Yeah,
kind of
exactly,
create an experience.
exactly. So that's what we're aiming for. You know, we're aiming to create like an immersive, like an actually immersive IRL, the central experience. Where being in our IRL events and in the central end during this period of time, like if you can manage to be at both, you will unlock special things. Like for instance, if you hold an NFT, you actually go to our IRL event, that combination will unlock something else.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, keep providing benefits for people to
yeah,
continue being engaged.
exactly. Like we just want to grow the artist community, like get Web3 engaged with Web2. Like the I've been discussing this, and it's just like what the central games is like the central games, and everybody's struggling with the same. Like, how do we get Web2 people to come to Web3? And everybody's focused on finding a solution that makes sense for Web3, but there's no solution that makes sense. Like, you need something in between, like Web 2.5, huh?
Mm-hmm.
where
Uh,
you get where you let go of your Web 2 knowledge a little bit, start acquiring what you need to make the jump, then you make the jump.
mm-hmm.
Because let's be honest, like in today's crypto space, if you know someone who's about to jump into crypto and you don't give them advice on how to properly secure their assets and all of this, you're just a douchebag. So,
uh,
there's like certain responsibility, but we cannot be teaching everybody all the time, and that's also a fact. There has to be some sort of way in which we can create the 2.5. I think the 2.5 is creating, merging ideas, like merging the worlds.
mhm.
You start creating these interactive experiences that just create curiosity in people. Curiosity gets you there.
Yeah, totally.
Eventually, we all landed in here in the central land due to that. We were curious enough to. Oh, we saw NFT. Oh, what is an NFT? Hey, what is the central land? Curiosity gets you there, but you just need exposure to the environment. Like, you need to know that there is a Decentraland to explore. That's
So
what we're aiming for.
I wonder what could like help with let's say with education, like within entering Web3. Perhaps maybe it might even be a good idea to kind of start looking towards how or the entry points of when people enter Web3. Um, Perhaps like maybe like MetaMask. I wonder if MetaMask has any education on their
Look,
website.
they do have it, but it's technical. But what I've been doing is, like, this is gonna sound super bad. It's the only way I know how to do it in English. It's like dump it down, like take it to the most basic form of language possible, so that a baby can understand it. Like, deconstruct it. I don't know how you would say it, but you get technical information be explained in a very simple way.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm doing is, and what I'm seeing is, there's a lot of people in my community, getting involved into crypto, and they have no idea what it is, and I've heard also that some of them are getting scammed.
Aw.
I talked to them, like, major of the township, and I told her, hey, I'll just give them intro to Web3 basics. So I'm kind of building up on content in Spanish. Do it to just teach them how to properly jump into Web3, how to create a MetaMask,
Mm-hmm.
how to process a transaction, what is a wallet address, how to send funds, how to swap funds, what is a bridge. All this, like, minimal requirements, just breaking them down into one big manual, just give it to the community. I'm expecting that to be a bridge, also, because there's a lot of kids, they like, not kids. I call them kids because I'm 37 now. They're like 20-year-old guys, 25. They wanna find something to do online, art related. And the metaverse is just an amazing idea to explore creativity. So if you learn how to do Blender and you get access to Builder in the Decentraland, like, fuck, you can, and a name, You can create your own world, literally, like whatever you can build,
So,
whatever your imagination allows you to build, your knowledge, your technical skills. You
mm-hmm.
develop on them. Like Billy was saying, FAFO, FAFO to earn.
Fuffle to learn. Fuck around and find out. I, I
Yeah, if you
I think that
FAFO,
also might
FAFO
be
to earn, yeah, that's how it is.
that also might be how you get hacked though. The Fafo to find out, or fuck around and find out.
Oh, for sure you will get hacked that way. You will get drained.
But I was kind of like in a Twitter space few days ago or something, and I heard like someone say, or I don't know if it was even me that said it, that I said, have you really been in crypto unless you've had your wallet drained 2 to 3 times? Like, are you an OG in the space unless that happens? And
So
like it could be
I think sadly nowadays that might be a constant for most of us, but it shouldn't be for the new people.
mm-hmm.
Like the lack that I think that the lack of tools is not an excuse for community to allow things to keep happening. So like I'm telling you, like we hold certain amount of responsibility when being beacons for the community, right? I don't consider myself like a role model or anything like that. But I do, you know, I know what I'm doing for the community. You know, it's very important to keep it aligned. Always, you're like it's hard to explain simple. I don't know. I can do it in Spanish. It's hard to explain in English. There's a lot of social responsibility in what we're doing.
Yes. I mean,
That's
we gotta make
the
everyone proud.
that's the term. That's the expression. Social responsibility. Like we're socially responsible for the people. We're encouraging to jump and take a look to what the Decentraland is, because eventually they're gonna like if they like it, they're gonna want to buy mana and NFTs and all these things. And if you don't teach them how to protect themselves, they will get trained.
Yep.
That's fast.
Yep. You got to be careful. I mean, even on Decentraland, I remember like early on, I used to explore, and there would be some like weird lands, that like told you to click on something, and then you like open the interface, and you're like, this is a weird website. I'm not gonna click on it. So that's just how easy it can happen, or like how like with friends, like as a new user, I understand that it's like very exciting to like go enter a giveaway, win something from a giveaway, that like you just start entering every single giveaway, and before you know it, it's like telling you, oh, if you go to this website, you'll get a Nickelodeon NFT, or you'll get an artifact wants to give you a free NFT, and that's how they get you.
Yeah, it is. It is exactly how they get you. My case was like I tried to mean something that I shouldn't have. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I guess kind of like a side question to this topic. I know you had mentioned, your goal for Anten Radio is to reach various audiences. You had mentioned that you had, oh, excuse me. You had, what was it? You kind of like saw the gap between, or the language barrier early on in Decentraland. So I'm just wondering, because I do always come across a lot of Hispanic users here in Decentraland, or people that speak Spanish, not just Hispanic. And kind of like, I do speak Spanish, but I don't type it too well or fast in that matter. So like for me, trying to help them is like it'll take a while. Would you ever be open to kind of like receiving messages from me like, hey, I got one. I got a vanilla avatar. Come over.
Of course. I don't know. Like, I think we bumped into each other doing this same thing.
Yep,
I
definitely.
always go. I go and do it myself. If I catch someone speaking Spanish who's lost, I just guide him.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
What I
and it makes sense. But these people, it's just what I'm telling you. Like, if you're gonna, like, it's cool to show people around. Like, I get it. I do it. What I've seen, like in my personal experience, it's like a mixed emotion experience. Because I've had like super weird people asking me to give them tours, asking me weird questions. It's like super weird.
Some
But
mouse dude was asking me for my address. I was like, "Fuck no, dude."
fuck yeah, dude. I don't know. I'm talking like weird shit. It's it's just how like I think that there's a lot of like this thing that the Decentraland is doing, like this tutorial thing, it's a move in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a community factor here that needs to be addressed, and is this part that some of the community members have just taken over by themselves, which is guiding people around. There's still no efficient way to learn how to guide yourself around the central line.
That is our work.
Yeah, exactly. What I think is that the actor outpost is an amazing idea because it just creates like a micro city, right? Where you can redirect it anywhere else. And
Big shot.
I don't know if you remember, we talked about this once, and I told you that what I think is that we need to find a way to interconnect all of our venues. When I say all of our venues, I mean like all of our the central and venues. They need to be interconnected somehow, besides the coordinates, or besides the places tab or whatever. Eventually, this is just a network of friends, right? So if you have the reach to do that, you can do it and just interconnect them to create a massive experience. There has to be a way to do it. I think we just haven't figured it out yet. We're just trying to do it as our own, as a one unity. If it makes sense. To create multiple experiences that can be interconnected, and then see if we can escalate it into the central end.
Yeah.
Our basic goal is to just create a platform where people can safely jump into Web3.
Yep. Usually, I guess like people don't necessarily like think about like when it comes to onboarding. Sometimes it feels like coders are left out of the conversation. So perhaps I would maybe even think like approach the coder and see like if that's even possible, like to find a way to interconnect everything without like links or whatever it may be.
No. There is portals. You can create portals. You can
You
create a network of portals.
can
You can
what?
create hubs. Just like Wreck-It Ralph. It can be done. Like, I mean, it just takes community effort.
Yeah, you're right.
There is a the thing is, like, my knowledge is limited, right? But the community's knowledge is not. I feel that is where we're gonna end up being at. They're connected venue experiences.
That would be
like just like Yuri does with the ABC. For instance, the ABC the Decentraland. It's an amazing example. Like they do a Decentraland tour, right? They're telling people all the time, like, hey, just click this coordinates, click this coordinates. What if, like, hey, just follow me through this gate?
Mm-hmm. So I'm looking over at chat. I see that we have received 5 community subs from an anonymous gifter. I just want to thank you, Anonymous, for the kind gift, and anyone that received one, please make sure to thank them. And Billy T Coin, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Subscribed for 14 months, dude. That's crazy. That's over a year, dude.
It's 12 months in Australian time.
It's I mean, as like a streamer, I kind of it puts a big smile on my face whenever I see like the time that someone has like been subscribed to me or has been around my stream. Like,
What do you mean subscribe? Like this is also running on Twitch?
yes, yes, this is running on Twitch, YouTube.
Wow.
It's streaming on Twitter as well. Like this actual stream is on Twitter. Um, and
I told you
Decentraland.
that I only follow 5 people on Twitch, and you're one of them.
Oh, we have plenty of friends on Twitch.
Yeah, there
They
it is. The only NFT with Pixelia. You're like right on my feet.
Putin says it must be a Pepe investor. Oh man, those Pepe investors are making bank at the moment.
Pepe investors, no. I don't do Pepe. I don't know how to buy Pepe. This is crazy. Do you just swap it in MetaMask? What do you do?
To tell you the truth, I have not done the research because I've decided that I'm gonna sit out on this shitcoin dump or shitcoin dump.
I also decided on the same, but it got me curious though. Like how do you buy shitcoin? Something that I don't really know how to do.
I mean,
Wouldn't know how to do.
if I did start looking, perhaps maybe through Uniswap or maybe even like I'm talking out of my ass at the moment probably. So there's Billy with the clutch. Pepe is on some of the major exchanges like Binance and Crypto.com now.
For real, it is listed over there.
That's crazy.
Oh my god, it's another doji.
It's another doji before our eyes. Who knows? It might even like create the next like ETH pump for like whenever like Pepe token whales are like, all right, time to convert to ETH. We've made enough money. Yeah, I bought it
It's gonna
before.
happen eventually. I don't know. I'm not into shitcoins.
I mean I do like my doggy tokens. I can say that Shiba Inu like saved me back when I got cleared out. I didn't necessarily get hacked. I made some bad leverage investments and literally got cleared out. So yeah, so that's why, you know, when I say it's like, have you really been in crypto unless you've been cleared out 2 to 3 times? Let's see.
The only time like I read the only profits on crypto was on ADA.
Oh,
It was
that
one of the first. It was one of the first crypto I bought.
ADA's solid as fuck. Just don't leverage trade it, because as much as I love ADA, that's how I got fucked.
I don't know, but hear this out. I just bought it and put it on, like, hold it, and then sold it like a year later.
Yeah, you're not like me with my leverage trading habits.
I wouldn't know how to do it. Like, I don't know how to do it.
I could teach you, but I will not. But I would not recommend it.
I will love you forever if you taught me. Probably my pocket will hate you. Yeah, no, I work full time on a logistic company. I am a logistic manager.
Okay. Let's see.
This is just something I do on my site thing. Like I just like it.
I see Billy just commented, I profited on ADA. Let's go. And then he blew it all on NFTs. No, Billy.
He probably bought 69 NFTs. 0.69. Everything he saw on 0.69, he just bought.
Everything. He just holds 69 69,000 tokens, ADA tokens.
59 of everything.
Uh, I can report that Josh, our friend Josh SRJH, he proudly holds about 69 million Mew token.
You token? Well, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm a wet pussy token holder.
Oh, you're a wet pussy token holder
Well,
too?
I am a whale.
You're a whale?
Whale.
D damn, dude. Damn,
Wet
dude.
whale.
Yeah,
A
the
wet whale.
the creator of the wet pussy token is actually one that contributed to the Mew token, so it might pump.
Elon Musk. Elon Musk.
uh,
Elon Musk. That's who he is. Shout out to Artie. He's an amazing guy.
oh my god, I miss Art. I know right now for him it's like probably like same time as it is for you. Like, what is
Yeah,
it?
thank you very much.
5 a.m. right now?
5:22. Yeah,
5:22.
yeah.
So I see we have made it to the hour. I know that we had spoken about keeping it around that time just to
Oh,
you're a tired man.
you're good. You're good.
Yeah, we're
Good.
good, we're good.
Yeah, we're good. I was just here with my doggy. Yeah, we're good. I have like half a liter of a beer left. We're good. We're
Nice,
good to
nice.
go.
Got a little sipping on the beer, rolling up the fatty. I to tell you the truth, I just rolled up a fatty myself over here. I don't know if you heard my like grinder clicking against each other.
Maybe your microphone is that good, but I didn't hear it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I also did the same while we were talking, so you're good. Light it up, brother.
Light it up. That kind of makes me happy because it's always hard to get the right microphone like sensitivity and stuff like that, like like
I
through the
I gotta tell you, brother, I am running a $20 microphone.
$20 microphone. Man, that I'm about to you're sounding good and everything. I'm about to like just retire mine then and get myself one of those.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, it's like a Spanish brand. Created for streamers. 19 euros.
19 euros. Let's go. Wait a second. That's like 25 bucks. I'm kidding.
23 dollars. Yeah, 25. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I'm kidding. And just want to give a shout out to Father Finn. Thank you so much for resubscribing. And he says, "Thanks, Billy, for reminding me to do this with my Prime." Thank you, Father Finn, for considering about doing this with your Prime. You know, we got lots of love for you.
Please,
Yes, yes. Uh,
please, welcome. And Gucci Toes. Shout out to Gucci Toes who's in the house. He is the man. Because music in DCL,
I'm,
at least for me, this is my personal concept. Shout out to him.
I'm over here
Honored to
checking
have
out.
him in this season as a DJ. He's been killing it consistently. And you know, Simple, you're gonna, I think you're gonna like what we have for the season finale. You're gonna enjoy it a lot.
Whoa.
And have you checked out ever? Like I don't know if the website is back online. It was running maintenance. At least it was updating it. I don't know if it's back online, but if you ever wanna just check out lots of Web3 music streaming on a Web2 platform, just check out our website. Basically, what we're trying to do, you know, just
I know you
pretty
had
well.
told me that your website's under development currently, so
Oh,
I have not checking it out.
no. It's not under development. It
Or
was done.
under
It is
maintenance.
done.
Sorry.
It is. It was running maintenance. I don't know if Milito already finished. Check it out. And then
Yeah, and drop it in the chat. Um,
Nope, it is not back online.
okay.
It'll be back online by tomorrow. And you should check it out. Like it's pretty dope.
I have
It has all the interviews, every single thing that we've done is there.
I have checked out the the Ant and Radio event at Stronghold before. I was a fan of it. I like what you guys are doing. I love the energy, love the guests that you're bringing on. I perhaps this might have been for like the season 1 that you did. I had the privilege to pop in and see Smoke Steezy on in the big screen. I know I've been kind of trying to get Smoke Steezy or one time or a few times I've tried to like get Smoke Steezy on Beyond the NFT or for him to even just talk to me. Yeah. But
Squeeze is a good friend of mine. I was with Al and King Miso back in the day. We helped him a lot with his NFT collection. Um, but I don't know. Like I really like music. Like um, I, I take pride on that. Like I have a record collection to take pride on, and video game collection as well. So music NFTs for me just makes sense. You know? Gives me the chance to collect and also play what I like. You know what I mean?
mhm.
And and for me the first music NFT was the Area 51 for Jack Frost. You know, it's a very interesting collection because it is like a rarity based generative PFP music NFT collection.
Oh.
So like each NFT is a PFP one on one.
Mhm.
It gives you a song that has a rarity, and it just like it blew my mind. And like a lot of the ideas that I'm getting always in like a lot of the encouragement came from Jack Frost. It was my first ever interviewed on Anthem radio, and it's been a while ever since. I have you like if you could see this, I have a plush toy from Smoke Greasy, a T-shirt, like a package. You know, I was one of his early supporters. That's why he always keeps lots of love.
Gotta show
There's a
love.
song where he mentions me. I was like, what the fuck is
Yep, yep. I mean,
this?
it's always good to show love to those who showed you the way.
The guy's cool. Like he's grinding hard. He's working hard. Gonna drop music album that will blow everybody's mind.
I
The guy's pretty cool.
I would like to and just to check make sure we're still speaking about Smoke Steezy.
That's most pretty.
Yeah, I also wish or hope to see more of him on Decentraland, perhaps maybe taking some shows or whatever, because I do think his music is dope.
Yeah, his music is dope as fuck.
Mhm.
Thing is that the guy, he's working hard towards his music, but he's also producing music for other people in real life. Created his own music studio, so I think that he's focused on that at the moment.
Mhm.
But he's always working in the background. I know that eventually we will just hear something from him. Matter of time.
Pretty soon there'll be a performance, Smoke Steezy performance. It's like he listens to this and he knows that we're waiting for him.
He knows. I'll make sure he knows. And
And
I'll make sure he answers to your DMs as well.
uh, I see that old guy has just dropped a few gift subs for us. Let's see. Let's take a. Oh, whoa. Thank you, old guy, for dropping 10 community subs. Really appreciate it, fam. And like he's looking pretty good tonight. Like he's got the shorts on. He's
I'm gonna
looking
work
buff.
for him.
You're gonna twerk for him?
Yeah, he just won.
Hey, I see.
Privilege.
I see.
I for him.
We both brought out our pet iguanas to Dollhouse. Uh, I don't know if anyone has been catching on that joke, but I'm just gonna leave it at that.
I don't know what a pet iguana is.
Pet
Like you
iguana.
need to like,
It, it,
yeah.
it's the stuff we're showing off so proudly right now. right under your cowbell.
Okay, I got it. I got it. The chichi, the little chichi.
So
uh,
let's see.
I know. This, I mean, my whole crazy goes back to my early beginnings. Like, to be honest, like the whole King Mizo rap music collective was key for my beginning as well, because we were building this thing as a community. Eventually, we got into a point where we just drifted apart, and but I do recognize and I do thank everybody from that community for the knowledge and the love, and the hours of hard work we shared,
Mm-hmm.
because they got me here.
Yep.
I do, I keep all of them. I keep track with, so it's a win in the end.
Yep. No, we totally, have to give some love to King Mizo. Early, he was here in the space like before myself, so like, in a way, like he was one of those figures that I looked up to early on when I was in this space, like, kind of like being on stage performing, or like doing whatever it may be, chopping it up with someone, but. But King Muso, I like that, Billy. Uh, so
No,
yeah,
no, no. He's a person like he's a very particular guy, a very special person.
dope music.
I do, but yeah, he's an amazing musician. Not that he's an amazing musician. He's also a visionary for the Web3 space, like for blockchain
Mm-hmm.
environment himself. But like I said, like sometimes just people just drift apart. Um, there was a personal incident between both of us
It
that I will
happens.
not share for just respect for him. But I do have a lot of love for the guy.
Yeah.
I always wish him the best. He's an OG in this space, and he did inspire many of us. You included,
Mm-hmm.
me included. Um, so shout out to Kimito.
Shout out King Mizo. Yeah, I mean I agree. I think I might be in the same boat as you are, but for me, I don't know what happened. So, moving on.
Yeah,
So,
it is just how it is.
it is how it is.
You cannot control people, but you can always wish them the best
Mm-hmm.
as you can.
Exactly. You can always
So I,
support the best that you can, wish them the very best, and always be there for them. Um,
exactly. Even if we disagree, I still support.
mm-hmm.
In everything, I can support myself. If you follow me on this one. Um, so Wichito is wearing the Antin jacket. He's rocking it
Oh,
amazingly.
oh,
I see
Gucci.
many Antin jackets. I like it.
He's looking good in that thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
I'm
So
a,
the Antin jacket is dope. Shout out to Cyclopa for creating it.
Cyc
And Lito.
Cyclopa
Cyclopa,
creation.
yeah.
Let's go.
Cyclopa creation. One eye friend from Single Eye Creation created the acid jacket, created the Fun Lover that I'm rocking. Available, Billy T-Coin, this goes for you. It's available in the marketplace for 6.9 mana only.
That is a good
Almost.
price and something that will make Billy just like leap at the opportunity.
It was created thinking of him and Archie. Surprise, if I can be honest with you.
Okay, so I'm thinking about rolling for the giveaways, like maybe in about 3 minutes or so. So, anyone in chat that would like to enter the giveaway, just type anything in chat. Literally, it could be the word anything, and you'll be in. And yeah, here, let me take a few people out. You know, to even the odds. All right, there we go. We have a nice little crowd here at DollHouse. See some Mews around. See a FUD lover. What was actually this might be a good time to get into it. What was the inspiration behind the FUD lover?
It's kind of my way to deal with rage. You know, like I was like, it was a tough time for me, personally.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh fuck the foot lovers. These are like, there's people like, I just noticed that in this space, there's people like thriving on watching you fail, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, these are my bitches. I just created a werewolf for them, and then also I was also going for something that I could wear on the poker table
And
show
intimidate.
them who's their daddy. You know? At the same time,
just walk in, no shoes.
It's just my way of mocking at people. Way.
Oh man,
Was,
I'm thinking if maybe like an emote could go along with it, something like creep people out from across the table.
you just, hear me out. A female update is up.
A female version of this?
Yeah, a female version of it.
Of a FUD lover?
Because so far you have just the male version. Yeah, like a male version of this, believe it or not, is way easier than a female version that is, let's call it decent. I don't know if decent is the right question, is the right word, but let's call it decent.
I can see. Question to you: will the bells still be there? You don't have to answer that if you don't feel comfortable.
Yes, it will be there.
Oh, thank God.
Not necessarily in the same place, but it will be there.
So okay, female FUD lover. Okay, we gotta get a a partner for our male FUD lover here.
Yes, of course, the females deserve one. But hey, check this out. This happened right before. Remember when they were changing the werewolf fee from a certain fee to a certain fee? I think it was 100 to 150.
Probably like maybe it was like 100 mana to like 150 USD.
Something like that. Like I kind of remember, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
I told you it's hard to keep track in Decentraland, but it was a change related to the publishing fee that like took the price considerably higher, and I'm like, no, fuck this. This werewolf needs to be published now. I don't give a fuck if it's finished or not. We need it done. And Cyclopa was like, no, dude, I'll get it done for you. Just tell me what you want. Shout out to Cyclopa. He's a very good friend of mine.
Yeah, got much
And
love for Cyclopa.
he created it for me like in 3 days or something.
Oh,
We just went back and forth for 3 days, non-stop. We got it done. We published it on time, and they extended the fucking deadline.
uh, I'm surprised. I wonder what the thoughts through the curators were like whenever they
Hey,
like saw the
I got Michi Toad, and for real, I think his answer was like, "Oh, this is amazing. I wish there were more like this." And
That's funny.
and I gotta tell you something. I don't. There's something about the Central End that I love, that I both love and hate, but it's just a reality of life and how it goes, and it's how just people work on someone else's ideas. They see something of yours and they develop on you.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Make it better.
And like sometimes I think like fuck that. At the same time I think like shout out to that, because this is just how to. This is the way you step up your game. You need to constantly be thinking one step ahead, which is good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Uh,
I definitely have to like agree with that. It's like a lot of people's mentality is like, oh, why are you doing what I'm doing? But in reality, it's like you personally, you're a one of one. Like no one thing that no one could mimic is you, you know? So let them create, be like enthusiastic of it because in reality, like they like everyone that tries to create something is all like it's all in efforts to build the platform, make it better, make
of course, no. Don't get me wrong. Like it's like wow. It's just um like I do appreciate that. I'm just speaking like from my heart. Like there's a part of me that kind of hates that about the space. A
Mhm.
part of me understand that that's just how the world works. And I also did appreciated the fact that after I released that like this world, a lot of people released something similar, and a lot of werewolves starting going that direction. Like was no longer like a no go to. You know?
You inspired.
Like, it's just like opening doors. Like I mean, like the only way vehicles were banned is because someone thought about doing it. You know, I think the only way you can know what is the limit with the central and werewolves is just going to the limit. You know, going to the line, like towards the line, where the like what is the furthest to the line you can go.
Oh yeah. I mean, you kind of like see it everywhere. Like, let's see. One that I can think of is I feel like the Rustan red pants were like like some of the first wearables by indeed like the most seen wearable that had a nice butt. And so,
Yeah.
so then from there,
Agree.
you saw the implement like people start to like focus on the butts for female avatar pants like more and more as well as like even the sausage in the front like with the Rustan red pants. uh, I'm sorry. It's your
That's the
avatar's
package.
lunch.
The
That's not his
package.
package. It's his lunch. It's a cucumber that he likes to warm up down there. Um, but others followed. Uh,
Yeah, no. I totally get you. Like it's like donkey hair. Like it's like there's many things that are, I would say, like small milestones inside the central end, barrel wise, and I'd like to think that the fun lover opened the door for ESM related material to be on the table, like bringing the Ginsu to the table. You know. Literally,
Mm-hmm.
it's right there. You know, it's
And so let's see. I did roll for one penguin backpack. The winner is our friend Oddjob. He will be receiving a penguin backpack as soon as we close stream because I have to switch to Polygon Network to send it.
of course.
And I think I should just roll for the second one here. Let's see who gets it.
Of course.
Oh,
No.
someone coming in. Okay, we have 11 eligible people. What? I told. What? I had unmarked DCL Community TV. Okay, one more. Specimen 13, calling Specimen 13. He is exactly 13 miles away, smoking 13 joints.
13, 20 of 13 different types of weed.
Of 13 different types of weed. See, you get it, you know.
He's hydrating with 13 different types of water.
He's like, let's go. 13 strains for sure. He agrees. You know what? Screw it. Let's do one more. Let's send out 3. Let's send out 3. Nightbot 1. Yes, I just rug pulled everyone for the last one. Mr. Jim Cedric, would you like to claim your penguin backpack? Or would you like to pass it on for someone that is very interested in having one? The reason why I ask is because I know you have one. Jim Cedric loves the penguin backpack. Yeah, he'll get back to us maybe. I'll be checking chat, and if he doesn't reply, I'll re-roll.
Just re-roll and I'll send it to whoever wins.
You'll
Send me their wallet.
All right. Let's see. Official Cube. Congratulations. Here, Cube Man, if you're, oh yeah, you are in chat. Could you drop your wallet address in Twitch chat, and I'll collect it and send it to Pixelia.
He's meditating in Rustan's body pain from the screen.
What is the story behind the name Pixelia?
I just love pixel art, and with the pandemic, I started here in Spain, in the town that I live in. The curfew thing was like very strict. I was only allowed to walk my dog, and everything was closed. It was super hard to get like paint supplies and whatever. I started doing a lot of pixel art, and I've always liked it. Like I really like old school video games. I like Super Nintendo and Nintendo stuff. Game Boy, like old school Game Boy. You know, not the Game Boy Color, not the Game Boy Advance, like Game Boy.
Mm-hmm. The original, the see-through one.
Yeah, I have one, like, the great one.
Okay.
I'll send at the end of this thing. I'll be sending this to this wallet. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever wanted, get it. And I just went for it. It was available, and I just took it.
I see.
Yeah, I thought, yeah, and I just liked it. When I discovered NFTs, after a while, after Penguin Fight Club, like simultaneously, I met CRISPR. I don't know if you met CRISPR.
CRISPR, yes, I have. He's one of your DJ friends, correct?
Yes, I kind of like. He told me once that he had been in the Decentraland, but he thought it was lame, and I was like, "What the fuck did you just say? No, you're jumping in with me. Shut up and come with me." He's like, "Nah, you're wasting my time. For real, come with me." And I gave him a tour myself. He's like, "What the fuck is this? This is insane. There's a lot of buildings. Why?" I brought him to a party in Meta Trekkers, and he was like, "Wow, this is insane! A DJ party, what?" And we started flirting with the idea of things, but way before that, let's backtrack a while before he jumped into the Decentraland. Like 6 months, he created an NFT collection called the Bitsons, which
Yes.
in reality is evolved into an NFT ecosystem, crypto ecosystem. And the model itself is amazing. This guy is brilliant. He just helping a lot with the execution, but he has amazing ideas.
And
And he had this
it was
Bitcoin
CRISPR.
collection.
CRISPR had made it like himself.
Yeah, yeah, himself
That's
from
sick.
scratch. The guy has tutorials on how to make everything from scratch. Like if you go to his tutorials, you can learn how to do a generic, like art generative um, NFT collection, stuff like that,
I see.
with layers and all this shit. Like, for real, the guy is sick.
So
Um,
I
and
got
I bought a bunch of his NFTs, and oh, I like the guy. I really like the guy. I've known him for a while. He used to be a musician. He toured with a very well-renowned band. Um, and the guy is like a platinum album artist type of thing. He has that's quite an experience. And alongside him, we came up with the idea of maybe doing. He told me what he was able to do with the Meta Quest thing, the Oculus.
Mhm.
No?
Yeah.
We talked about it for a while. I told him that I saw that there were apps over there. Like after 6 months, he comes, like not 6 months, like 3 months afterwards. He comes back to me and like, Buba, I broke it down. You need to see this. And we had the first CRISPR VR show ever in the Central, and where DJ mixed all his music inside virtual reality in the Central. I don't know if someone ever did it before, but I know we did it with him.
Let's go.
Uh,
I wonder
it,
if I
it's
was there.
did you ever saw it? Like,
I'm trying to
you ever
think.
saw it?
I'm trying to think. I'm not too sure if I
It,
attended.
it is in our YouTube. You can see it. Like even in our intros, like in our promo videos, you can see it. You
Okay.
see him with the Oculus Quest, and he would have a VR console, like inside the VR would be a DJ console, and he would mix inside VR. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
There was no real console. You could see him dancing in the air with his Meta Quest in one side of the screen. In the screen, you could see his point of view of him mixing live. It was trippy as fuck.
I mean, that is an interesting concept, and damn, I mean, I'm sitting here like I hope more individuals like do that, or we start seeing more CRISPR around. What can you tell us about like current CRISPR? Like, is he like in the background working hard on a project currently, or
He's a family guy as well, and he's right now, I think, focused on his family. It's been interesting couple couple trimesters for many of us, and he's just taking care of his family. I know he's always working. He's DJing IRL as well. and I know he's working hard on the bits on
What a
thing as well.
savage. Love it.
And the guy is relentless. He never stops. Um, he's always working on something, so it's hard to keep track with him.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we're like in opposite time zones when it comes to availability to talk. Because when he's working, I'm available to talk. When he's not, I'm sleeping.
Mm-hmm. I see
Uh,
Oddjob is saying that he's a fan of CRISPR. He...
I think Ojob has he must have seen it. That what I'm talking about, the VR plane, he must have seen it. I'm sure, 100%. He was like, or maybe not 100%, but like, were you at Meta Trackers when Christopher played? Were there? It was his launch party. He was called Bit Nectar by then.
Bit
Remember
Nectar.
this?
I remember that name too. Yeah.
Remember this pink head? I think I sent you one.
Yep. Yep. I have some. Yep.
I sent you one because it's very similar to the Dead Mao one when it comes to the smile. It has like a creepy smile.
Yep. Yep. With the words going like
Yeah,
inside the
Bit
mouth.
Nectar. Yeah, that's the one.
Yep. I have one. It's like a cupcake, I believe. Is it a cupcake?
It looks like a cupcake. It's not a cupcake though.
Oh, okay, okay. Let's see.
Very
Oddjob says,
tasty.
first time I saw CRISPR was at Metatraggers about a year ago, so yes. And Billy was saying that him and Billy and CRISPR competed and then collaborated.
Yeah, the I in the Meta Trackers event they ended up collaborating. I think I don't know if my timeline is correct. Like I said, very hard to keep up. But um, but yeah, I mean CRISPR is hard to keep up with as well. he he moves around a lot.
I see, I see. Never staying in one spot, always keeping you on his toes, on your toes. Okay, so what do you think, Pixelia? Would you I'm all out of questions. Would you think this is a good time to stop?
We can go for it, bro. If you like, I don't mind.
You don't mind?
Honestly,
I mean,
yeah.
I'm all out of questions myself. Time for, I think, might be time for a little rest.
Yeah, yeah, I wanna get some rest as well. It has been a good night.
Yeah.
Been a good talk.
So anyone that would like to contact you, perhaps to be on your show, or just say hello or make some suggestions, what would be the best place to contact you?
Just Twitter. I would say Twitter is the best way. Pixelia _DCL.
Alrighty, Twitter. And so yeah, everyone make sure to message Pixelia and say hello. Just check hello. Make sure it works.
Hello.
And let's see, like what would be some piece of advice that you would give to any new user coming into the space, just curious and willing to learn?
Need to be open-minded, be willing to have fun in a non-expected way. The fun comes from the social ingredient, so it's hard to tell where you will get the most fun out. It may not be in a game, it may be at a party. So it comes down to the community. It's open to a new experience. If there's someone with a Mew bubble the next to a big hole telling you hi, just hear him out. He knows what he's doing.
I love that. Seems like like back when we were, just getting started and everything, and even sometimes I see examples of it today. People like to come in with the expectation of like making money or finding work, whatever it may be. And like what you just mentioned, it's like, come in and be willing to have some fun. Like it's not all just business here. Like eventually we will know about your project if you are willing to have a little fun with us and like enjoy your time here.
I think that like whoever focuses on money ends up not getting it. I think that if you focus just on building the project, even if you do it in the shadows, you don't stop, you always show up, money will come, you know? You just gotta be yourself. You just gotta make sure that you're always being true to people, that you're always honest with people. Um, you just gotta keep it real, you know? If being honest in this space, being able to always show up, I think is the most important thing.
Mm-hmm.
It keeps the community together.
Totally. And I love ending on this note because your message is just, very positive, very accurate. Um, just want to thank you, Pixelia, for joining us tonight. Very excited to see like the further development of Ant Radio. Big shout out to your co-hosts and wi- well, man, I struggle with
Milito,
pronouncing his name.
Milito,
Melito, yes.
the asshole is in Greece. So he has fun. So shout out to him.
He is in Greece,
Doing right.
probably sleeping right now or waking up, one of the two.
Oh, he's in a party right now.
He's in a party right now. Oh, so that's why you're telling me, man, this is like an in-between hour where like you don't know whether to sleep or party.
Yeah.
So shout out to Melito. I think you also mentioned that Gucci has been helping out with some music.
Shout out to Gucito. Yeah, he's been amazing.
And Miss
Been an amazing part of this season for us, and so shout out to him for everything he's doing, not only for us but for the entire DCL community.
And I believe Mr. Sui as well, correct?
Yeah, Mr. Sweet's with us this season as co-host. Um, and yeah, shout out to Mr. Sweet. He's also a very nice guy.
Yeah, I mean, I love the team you got going there. You have a very solid team. Keep building.
And shout out to to Marcus Snyder. He's been
Marcos.
struggling with things here. He just recently moved to Spain, and the guy is just struggling with what happens when you move to another country. So shout out to him for just
I see.
keep going in the fight.
Yeah,
Good guy.
lots of love for Marcos. He's one of those individuals that I met, and his first performance, I believe, was like at PFC Land, back when we had that Taco Tuesday party.
Yeah,
That was
it is.
that was his first time playing.
That is correct. He's a very good guy. He's a very nice guy.
Yeah, I got lots of love for him.
Yeah. Thank you, Simple, for your time and your space, man. Anything you need, I'm always here and around.
Of course, and likewise, my friend. Anything you need, any help, anything really, I'm here. I'm here.
New to that, I'd say.
Mew, yes, Mew. 3 Mews just for luck.
Mew. Bye, Mew.
Thank you, Pixelia.
Shout out to everybody here tonight. Thank you all.
And just a few shout outs before we close out. Just want to say thank you to Songbird Collectives, Meta One Designs, Vox Boards, Dr. Drip, and of course our hosts here at Dollhouse. We gotta show some love for the baby dolls. Thank you so much for the time, effort, you know, and also everything you bring to Decentraland. And I've been loving all these photos here, like the ever-changing photos on the walls, like of the different dolls. Good addition. Love you all. Thank you so much, everyone that is here listening. And yeah, we'll be back next Monday for Beyond the NFT. And anything in between, you know where to find us. Wednesday at noon for Community Building Decentraland Twitter Space. Of course, Ant N Radio is every Tuesday at what time,
10
Pixelia?
p.m. 10 p.m. UTC.
10 p.m. UTC, so that is 6 p.m. Eastern, 3
12
p.m.
my time. Yeah, 6 p.m. 6 p.m. Eastern. 10 p.m. UTC. 12 my time.
3 p.m. PST. So yeah, make sure to hit up Anten Radio tomorrow. Could you give us a little alpha on who will be on tomorrow?
Jurassic Park.
Who is on Jurassic Park?
Jurassic Park is the hint.
Oh, this should be exciting. I don't think I've I've met this individual, so this should be fun.
It should be. It should be interesting. Trust me on this.
Well, thank you once again, Pixelia. Yeah, so everyone, please just stand by, and I will raid you to the closest talented streamer. Let me look in my list. Perhaps maybe I'll be leaning either to just you or Wekasui. So if anyone would like to make a kind of suggestion or anything, please type it into Twitch chat, and we'll consider it. We might just do it. Thank you, everyone. Much love, and act natural and party on. Have fun.
Natural. You have a good one, Simple. Take care.
Okay, we're both